podcast. And today we're turning our attention to a bright young woman who is graduating from high school, but she's graduating high school also with an associate's degree and a wealth of opportunity going on to her next level of education. We got Tyneah Buckley. She is a senior at Jackson Public Schools, Tougaloo Early College High School. And man, you're going to be up to some good things. So welcome.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
And congratulations, by the way. One just on graduating. I don't know, do you get to walk twice if you graduate with your associate's degree, or do they just smorgasbord all of that into one graduation?
It's two separate graduations. The college has its own graduation, and then we have our high school graduations last.
Okay, so talk to me about how that works, because I know a lot of high schoolers in Mississippi are getting that opportunity to go ahead and get a jump start on their education or their college education while in high school. So what opportunity was presented to you to get that done in your 4 years in high school?
So at the JPS-Tougaloo Early College High School, we do our first 2 years high school credits mainly, and then we have 1 or 2 college credits being obtained during those 2 years. And then our last 2 years are totally college. We are considered college freshmen and sophomores, and we're taking all of the prerequisites in some of the first year and second year courses for our major.
So what inspired you to do that?
So it was really my ambition to get ahead and kind of challenge myself and beyond what I might have thought I was capable of, because being in college while in high school is a challenge. So I was really just excited to see what experience I would get and hoping to prepare myself for the future.
So do you still go to the high school building? You just have your sort of college courses, or are you now going off campus somewhere your last 2 years? Sorry, I think this is interesting. Just trying to learn it.
So yes, we're totally on Tougaloo College campus, and we only go to our home school when we do extracurriculars such as band or any sports, and mainly we take our courses at the college.
So did you miss high school at all, or were you just ready for that next level?
I mean, we have our own unique high school experience, and it was really good for me because the classes are smaller, it's more focused, everyone knows each other, and it's a great support system. But I guess the only aspect that I will miss is those during school activities, like if there's an activity block or a pep rally. Depending on your schedule, you may or may not be able to attend that.
Well, the good news is there's so much life after high school, so it's only 2 sort of small years, and you're definitely getting a jump start on that. And yes, you're leaving with 2 degrees, but you've also been awarded a lot more than that. So tell me about your scholarship opportunities.
So I'm just shy of $4.4 million in scholarships. I really think all over my 4 years, my work and efforts have kind of come to this event. It wasn't just a one and done type of situation. And am I answering your question?
Yes, you are. Okay. Absolutely.
And really applying to those scholarships and making sure that I get my name and what my purpose is, or what I think my purpose is out there, really helped me get all the scholarships that I have.
When did you start applying for scholarships?
I started in my junior year, towards the end, getting in those outside scholarships. But when it came to institutional scholarships, I had to wait until the summer before my senior year. And yeah, so really starting early as possible. I did not really know about scholarships, like really the process of obtaining those scholarships until junior year, but getting it as early as possible is really important.
Did you have great mentors or advisors that help walk you through that? Because I feel like there's a lot of parents, grandparents, caregivers listening that may have juniors or seniors or sophomores coming up and looking for opportunities for supplementing or being able to go to that next level, and they're thinking, man, I mean, you feel like you hit the jackpot, but I know a lot of your hard work got them there, but where did you find them? Where were they coming from? All of that for your scholarships.
Yes, so my family was a big part of the support by sending me outside scholarships that they find on various sources, YouTube, Google, Facebook, just whatever they come across, they'll send it to me. And also my counselor at school and outside family friends as well, they would just try to support me and make sure that I am aware of all the opportunities out there.
Now, I know a lot of them came from your academic success. That's obvious. I mean, you are definitely motivated to walk out with a high school diploma as well as a college associate's degree. But I know some of these scholarships come, too, from your work within the community. And so that was one thing way back in my day. I mean, if you're talking 20 plus years ago, it was just getting started that, not everyone has the academic success that every other student has, but there's so many scholarship opportunities if your kid gets out and gets involved in the community, volunteers, sort of has that kind of connection. Was that part of your purpose as well?
Absolutely. The ultimate goal is making sure you're being a servant leader or a servant in any capacity, really. For instance, the scholarship that I got at the university I'm attending is called the STAMP Scholarship. It wasn't a ACT requirement or GPA requirement. They interviewed you and they got to know some of the things that you're passionate about and how you want to serve others and impact the world. And that is a full ride. So really, your accolades in terms of academics are amazing, but also your holistic personality and how you go about attacking challenges and helping others is really what matters.
So what are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about helping others in any capacity, really, but when it comes to solving problems, that's when the engineer in me kind of comes out. I really like to look at something and see how can we make the most logical solution to this problem come to light? How can we get people together and obtain collective success for everyone and ultimately achieve our goals, whatever they may be.
So have you decided where you're headed next?
Yes, I am attending the University of Mississippi to double major in electrical and computer engineering with the minor in mathematics.
Howdy toddy.
Howdy toddy.
Well, we appreciate, man, that you chose Mississippi to stay here and further your education for sure. We were just talking with Brian, who was the aquaculture education there at high school, Ocean Springs, and you said you would probably have even enjoyed something like that to be able to do because you got a little marine biology interest in there. So where do you see yourself, Tyneah, in what, 10? Well, I'll say 10 years. That's a long time. You could have so what, 5 or 6 years? Like, what's after you get your undergraduate? What's the big dream for you?
So I do want to pursue graduate education, but also with the experience that I hope to get in my undergraduate research and internships, I hope to be somewhat established, not completely established, but getting into my career and doing some of the things I want to do with engineering and sustainable engineering specifically.
So for the parents that are listening and maybe their school has those dual programs and they're weighing the options for their kids, or they have, wondering whether it's too much, too soon, or whatever, would you change anything?
Absolutely not. It was a great experience, and it has surely helped me because you now have the opportunity to either expand on your educational experiences in undergrad, or you can get through it and get to the next step. With the 2 years being obtained while in high school, it kind of kills two birds with one stone, and it really helps you get ahead and have some flexibility in what you want to do after high school.
And it's okay if you get there and you change your mind on what you want to do as well, because you're still 18, right? So you are an 18-year-old sort of going on. You're 2 years ahead, I guess, would be the way to sort of kind of look at it. So what are you most excited about?
I'm most excited about the experience that I'll get in terms of student life and serving in a greater capacity outside of my high school, because I believe when you get into college, it's not just school focused. It's really however big you want your impact to be, you can reach it, especially with the support system that you have at the university or college or whatever path you take after high school.
Well, I'm sure as engaged as you want to be on campus, there will be something there for you and for your interest. Okay, so obviously studying and being smart is something you're passionate about, but outside of school, what are your hobbies? Where do you spend your free time?
So really my hobbies are focused on community service. When I'm in my free time, I like to help people. For instance, I know this is academic related, but I love to tutor people with mathematics.
No, it's needed.
So a lot of the time I'll be tutoring someone, whether it be 10 p.m. at night or anytime, because it's something I enjoy doing. Also, just helping around the house and making sure that my parents have everything that they need, and my sister as well. I just like to help others, so in any way that I can do that, that's what I'm doing.
I think you can also continuing the math tutoring when you make it up to Oxford. So this will be the first time you're leaving a home. Are you excited to change zip codes, area codes, all the things? You'd have to be living on campus. You're living on campus?
Yes, I'm excited for the experience of living alone because, of course, being in a house is kind of different from being on your own, and I'm really excited to see how I manage my time, who I become.
Oh, you're going to become something great. Tyneah Buckley is a name we're all going to be looking forward to. You're welcome back anytime, and we'll be excited to see where you go and how you use this education. Congratulations, Dad, too, who's in the room, for all the success your family has had. All right, you guys stick with us. We got